said it was the last time, but you keep coming back to tell me sorry that you take back all the things you said just to hurt me. Our love just went cold, but I'm still burning. Our love just went cold. Why? I keep on making the same mistake. I always let you back in.
Good morning. I am getting ready for the day and I thought it would be a good idea to do a chatty get ready with me. Share a few updates, what I've been up to in the last few weeks, few days, all while getting ready. So let's get started. First of all, if you're new here, hi, my name is Flor. I live and work here in New York City and I love creating these videos for YouTube. If you're still not subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, hit the notification bell so you can get notified of every time I upload a new video. And if you still don't follow me on Instagram, you can also of course go ahead, follow me on Instagram as Flo Pereira, as you're going to see right here. So as I usually do every time I get ready, all the products that I use will show up on the screen so I don't interrupt what I'm saying. But so far I've used a booster that I use as a serum, and then I use this one as an SPF and also a base. So that's the only things that I have in my face right now. So there are mainly like 4 things that I wanted to talk about today. If I look that way, it's because I have a mirror over there, just so you know, because it's only the screen here. First of all, I wanted to know how you're liking all the summer guides that I've been posting. Since I posted my last life update video, which was like very chatty, very relaxed, I've only posted my summer guide and then the summer series. And this is something that I've been wanting to do for quite a long time, I would say. And I took it like a task because, as you might know, I don't really like summer. Summer in New York is not my favorite season. I have to be honest here. I know that a lot of people love it and it's very popular with tourists and like the high season where most people or a lot of people come to New York, but personally it's not my favorite. I don't like the heat. I don't do well in the heat. I sweat a lot. It's not the best, at least for me. But this time what I decided to do was, instead of having like a negative perspective of summer in New York City, I decided to do this summer in New York City guide and also this summer series exploring different neighborhoods. So I wanted to like reshape my thinking of the city in summer, or take it as a challenge, I don't know, a mix of all that, and be like, okay, I don't love summer, but there are fun things to do. So what if instead of complaining about the heat and about the weather, I do something fun instead and I create fun content? So I hope you're liking that. I am really having lots of fun filming those videos and then editing them. I feel like personally, along with maybe Vlogmas, is like some of my best work when it comes to New York City. So I'm really happy about it in general. And I would love to know your thoughts if you discover my channel through the summer guide or maybe through some of the summer vlogs. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is the reason why I haven't been updating as much in the past 2 weeks, and that is because we went to Argentina. You may or may not know this, but I was born in Argentina. I was raised there. I lived most of my life in Argentina. Same with my husband. He was born there. We met in Argentina actually. So what we did was in June of last year, when Julia, my daughter, was around 7 months old, we flew there so my grandparents, Julia's great grandparents, could meet her. That was like the most important thing for me. And also people that hadn't met her yet could finally see her. And we sort of decided to do the same this year as well. We were there 2 weeks in July. And the main reason why we flew in this time was because my grandparent was turning 90 years old. We were having like a big party. It was a surprise for him that we were actually coming to the birthday, so that was really nice. And also it was nice to see Julia interact with her friends and family, because when we were there last year, she was a baby. She liked being held, being fed with a bottle, and now she's a toddler. She likes playing, she likes talking, she can walk now. So it's like a very different dynamic, and it was really nice like seeing all these people we've known our whole lives basically interact with her and have a great time. So that was basically why I was not posting on YouTube as much, because when I'm there, I'm usually not working. I try to maybe share a bit here and there on Instagram, but not really be that much online, not editing, not filming, just try to enjoy time with our loved ones and also rest, because it was very tiring. It was more of a trip rather than a vacation, as I like to say. So we also just like took this time to recharge. And now we're back. We've been back for about a week now, and we had a few things here and there, which is why I'm just now filming a new video. But I feel like we are kind of back on track, and I hope that you get to see this video soon. I'm filming it on July the 31st, and hopefully it will go live on the first weekend of August. So cross your fingers. Another thing that I wanted to talk about and to share is that I have finally finished my How to 5K program. You know that this is something that I have been doing for a while. I have been practicing and running and trying to get my endurance up for the past 3-4 months. I finished the program. I'm happy. I'm really happy with that. I managed to finally get to run 30 minutes non-stop, which is and was a great accomplishment for me. And I am now trying to run around 2 times a week, trying to do some speed runs, so trying to get my speed up, and then some longer runs, so trying to get my endurance up and run for like 20-30 minutes. So I feel like it's been going well. I mentioned before that I would love to run like a 5K or a 10K by the end of the year, and I feel like it's coming, it's in the works. I haven't signed up yet because I'm not 100% sure that I'm able to run 5K just yet. Hopefully soon, because it is something that I had on my list for 2024, and not only on my list, but I've been working on it since almost the beginning of the year. Yeah, we'll see how that goes, but I feel like my fitness and health journey for this year almost like deserves a video on its own. I would love to talk more about my How to 5K experience, talk more about how I changed certain habits and certain things to feel better in my body, to feel better overall and not feel as out of breath, not feel as bloated as I usually felt, feel like overall better. So let me know in the comments if you would like for me to do like a whole video on my How to 5 journey. I feel like that might be helpful or inspiring for some people. I certainly watched How to 5K videos when I was finishing the program because I wanted to do how people felt, what they did next. So I don't know, let me know what you think about that. And I feel like the last thing that I wanted to talk about and that I wanted to mention and update you on is that I've been having such a great time with the book club. I mentioned the book club before. I don't know if you remember, but I did a get ready with me very similar to this one when I was getting ready for my first book club. This was like 3 months ago or so. I've now been to 3 book club meetings in total. That first one that I was getting ready for, and then we also had one, I think it was around the end of June or end of May, and we had one last week. This one was the first one that we did at someone's home, at least that I was present. We were at Austin's rooftop of her building in Hoboken. I had so much fun, and the other day I stumbled upon a post on Instagram that talked about how running clubs are having a moment, which I haven't joined yet, but I'm thinking about it, how book clubs are having a moment, and how this is all really about people like trying to find a connection, trying to make new connections, especially after COVID. Instead of feeling lonely or being lonely, it's like we're all trying to go back to feeling part of a community, especially like a real life community with people you actually meet and see every so often. So what I mean to say by this is that maybe this video is your sign to finally sign up for the run club, that book club, that tennis club, that, I don't know, something club. I'm usually a loner, I have to admit that. I love being on my own. I love being home alone. I enjoy being alone. But also, but also spending time with this 5-6 girls, women, and chatting about not only a book but life in general has felt so nice. It feels good. It feels like I'm right at home and I'm making new connections, new friends, especially being an immigrant in a different city from where you grew up in. So I feel like with running, with trips, with these communities, it's in a way it's about the same, you know, like making time for the people that you want in your life, making time for the person, the you that you want to be in 6 months from now, in a year from now. It's really all about spending time working on that, spending time working on people, spending time working on your hobbies, on your goals. I feel like a lot of times we get really frustrated, and I'm talking from experience, because we want everything right now, and progress takes time. These things take a lot of time. So think of this video and this chat with me as a pep talk. A new month is just getting started. We still have 5 months to go of 2024. So whatever you're planning, it's still doable. You can still work on it. You still have 5 months. Let me know down below what you're thinking of working on, changing in your life. And me, I am now going to get dressed because I need to head off to Brooklyn, because as you might have seen on the title of this video, I'm getting a haircut. It's time. It's been a year since I last got a haircut. I'm going to the same salon, so you're coming with me. Hope you like the finished look. I feel like it's like a very easy, quick summer makeup look. Let's go. So I just left Rob Peetoom here in Williamsburg. I'm honestly so happy with my hair and how it turned out. I worked with Emily Claire. She did my color. She also did my color last time when I was here in August of 2023. I worked with, I worked with Nika for my cut. So if you want to know what we did, I asked for like chocolate highlights, chocolate balayage. That's what we did in terms of color. I wanted something that looked very natural, very like like it could be my hair, maybe. And then in terms of my cut, I asked for long layers, which you've probably been seeing all across the internet because I feel like everyone's like getting this type of haircut. But personally, I feel like it's really good for my hair because I have very straight hair. It doesn't have a lot of shape, a lot of movement. So if I want to create some of that, I need to do this type of cut where I have like shorter pieces here, longer pieces, a mix of that. So it looks like it has some movement even if I let it like air dry. Right now she dried it and then she used hair curler. So this is what it would look like if I did that. But I'm thinking of trying the heatless curl trend, you know, that you do overnight and see how that goes, how that works with my new hair. Honestly, I'm so happy with how it turned out. I don't know if you remember, but last year I did a bob cut, but this time I wanted to keep my length but just give it some movement. So very happy with the result. So that's going to be everything for today's vlog, for this chit chatty get ready with me and getting a haircut. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.